Welcome to Channel 17, the Town of Colonie Government Channel.
Hi, and welcome to the Colonie Senior Resources Show. My name is Christine Cary, and I'm the director of the Town of Colonie Senior Resources Department. Thank you for joining me today. My guest today is Jane Schramm, who is the executive director of Senior Service Centers of Albany. Jane, thank you for joining me today.
Thank you, Chris. It's my pleasure to be here.
Well, it's great to have you. So many services come out of Senior Service Centers of Albany, and many of them are used by so many of the Town of Colonie residents. Could you tell me a little bit about some of your core services that you offer and the mission of your organization?
Oh, sure. Our mission is to serve elders and their families and caregivers in the Capital Region, and we do, as do you. Our core service, we have several, but our largest one is Meals on Wheels. And our Meals on Wheels program is offered through Albany County to county residents. And I know that we do have a number of folks here in Colonie that we serve, as well as throughout the Capital District. It's run by staff, but also a number of volunteers that help us be able to make that program happen.
Oh, it's an important, very important program. I know in the Town of Colonie we refer a great deal of seniors to your program. It's an important program for family members to know how to access and to use, because nutrition is really at the core of keeping people safe in their homes.
Oh, most definitely. And I know we serve probably, close to 1,000 people a day through the program, and people who are a part of it access it for short terms, long-term engagement, not engagements, but long-term periods, sure, because it depends on what their needs are. And we provide them to we provide the services to frail elderly folks that can't make the meals themselves, can't grocery shop, don't have a mechanism nearby, they don't know people nearby that can help them, or a family member. So it ensures that they're able to be at home and have proper nutrition, whether it be for lunch, dinner, both. And we do have people, as I said, on short term as well. So if somebody's coming out of a hospital situation or needs to go home, but doesn't have the nutritional wherewithal to be able to handle it themselves, this program is key to being able to make sure that they're eating properly and that they have the food and the nutrition that they need. So again, it might be during a brief period of time when someone's healing, or a long period of time where somebody who needs it to be able to be at home.
Well, I think when you talk about serving 1,000 meals a day, I know that many seniors in the town receive the meal, but also we have volunteers in the Town of Colonie that help to deliver the meals. You must depend on a tremendous volunteer corps to be able to operate this program.
We do. I think right now we have close upwards of about 500 people that help facilitate our Meals on Wheels program, because we have people that'll do it or are able to do it and assist in 1 day a week, 2 days a week, 5 days a week, but a lot of people, and they between all of them, we triage it and make sure that everyone has the meals and the service that they need. We have a small group of drivers that help drive and deliver the meals to certain areas that it's more challenging to get the meals to, but we do rely on the volunteer support, as you said, and it's terrific and a wonderful resource to be able to have those folks in Colonie, in Guilderland, in the town of Delmar, Bethlehem, because without them it would be very challenging. Albany County is a very big county.
Sure it is.
And quite spread out, and we need to make sure that the meals get to the people, and they're still hot and delicious and nutritious and all those good things, and makes it all work.
Well, and I know many seniors really appreciate that socialization that comes along with having a meal delivered each day, that friendly face, somebody checking on them, making sure that they're doing okay and that they're able to answer the door and get their meal.
Yeah, and they get to become friends and family almost, especially if it's a long-term volunteer who is assisting somebody that's been on the program for a period of time. They look for them. Oftentimes it's the only person that they will see all that day besides that individual and maybe the postman. So that's a very vital part of it, as well as having that individual keeping an eye on them and making sure that they're okay and that everything's as it should be in their homes.
Yeah, it's a great program. I don't know what we would do without it.
And we're pleased to be able to offer it to our community as well.
Well, I know in the town of Colonie we make a good number of referrals to the home-delivered meals. We see it as probably the number one service, as I said, to keeping people living safely and having their basic human needs met in the community. So it's a terrific program, and at the end of the show, we'll give the phone number where folks can call for more information on home-delivered meals and other services that you provide.
Terrific.
Some of the other things that you provide that you'd like to share with us?
Sure. We also provide transportation services Monday through Friday during the day to adults 60 and older throughout the Capital District. In Albany County. As long as they reside in Albany County, we can take them to either a doctor's appointment, a medical visit, to go shopping, visit a friend, get their hair done. Again, that's one of those services that oftentimes allows somebody to be able to live at home. And they're not isolated. Just because they can't drive doesn't mean that they have to go into a different type of setting, that they can still be in their own home. So we're happy to do that, and we provide probably about 100 rides a day in that service alone. And I was going to tell you, with our Meals on Wheels program, we're up to about 1,000 home-delivered meals a day.
Wow.
For that, for that too.
Very impressive.
A number of people take advantage of that.
Yeah.
But we have the transportation. We also have a caregiver department, and I know that you're very familiar and work with those folks on our staff quite often to be able to provide additional services for caregivers who are looking for additional information to try and figure out what to do to help a loved one. What's the best? What are the best opportunities? What's appropriate for that individual? Whether they need additional assistance, be nutritionally, transportation, other care. They look to those folks for guidance.
Well, I've worked closely with Tiana. We share many of the same programs and really work collaboratively. She was a guest on the show last year, and one of the programs that I really thought that you provide that is very cutting edge and really helps to assist caregivers alleviate stress is the caregiver support phone group.
Yes.
And folks can't always get out to a support group. We're challenged with that issue in the town of Colonie, trying to make our groups, convenient for our caregivers. But being able to be home and in your pajamas, if you wish, and call into a number and get that support is really a terrific program for caregivers. And particularly as we see our caregivers are growing older, they're caring for spouses, they're caring for parents who are getting up in age. I was just helping caregivers the other day who are in their 70s. So, their needs are starting to increase medically and physically, and they're still caring for an aging parent. So it's a very, very multifaceted area. And
most definitely. Yeah. And that's a hugely popular program because of, as you said, people don't always have the opportunity to get out. It fulfills many different needs on different levels. Along those same lines, that department does a great deal of assistance with health insurance information and referral. They help people figure out all the different machinations of Medicare so that they make sure that they're getting all the insurance coverage that they need and require. Oftentimes people are very confused. I'm confused looking at all the forms that one has to fill out, and it's not as easy as pressing a button or going online. You really need to know what you're doing. So our counseling staff in that department, which is under our caregiver department, helps people figure it out for themselves. And as you said, we've got older caregivers, helping them as well as helping their parents to make sure that they have the insurance coverage that they need. And we also do prescription relief, so we can help people figure out how to get if they need prescriptions, how to get them if it's a challenge for them financially or just logistically to get those covered for themselves. So it's, again, as you said, it's multifaceted because it's a multifaceted area. People need many different things, and they are a wonderful resource, as are the folks in yours, because I know, as I said before, they work collaboratively often to make sure that our clients and folks in the community have the care that they need.
Yes, our viewers should know that when it comes to health insurance, we have a contractual relationship with your organization, and we do the health insurance counseling for folks in the town of Colonie. So for folks watching this, if they do need assistance with health insurance, so you cover all of Albany County, in the town of Colonie, they can call our office, and many have and do receive assistance from our office. I think we counsel about 40 seniors a month on health insurance related issues, and as you said, nobody's situation is the same, and it's can be very complicated system to navigate. So before you get in over your head, it's always good to look to see if there are some resources available in the community to help with the health insurance issue particularly, and like you said, the prescription drug coverage.
It definitely is. That's all the difference sometimes, is having that additional helping hand from somebody who understands the system, if you will, and can help them figure it all out.
And is willing to advocate and can advocate.
Absolutely.
You know.
And be an advocate, yes, you're right, and be an advocate for them too. We also run a couple of senior centers in the Albany area, and we offer programming and activities at those different centers. And they're a lot of fun. They're also educational, health-related, nutritionally, as in Colonie. So we try to partner to make sure that we're kind of all offering the different programs and activities that the seniors are looking for and that are interested in. So it might be a physical education program of some sort. A big one that's popular with us, and I think with some in Colonie as well, is the using the Wii. And we're starting a Wii bowling league at one of our centers. They really enjoy it, and they're actually quite good at it.
It's good exercise.
They taught me.
Yeah, I was playing yesterday. It's good exercise.
It is.
So.
It's great exercise and great fun. So it's nice to be able to come to the centers and enjoy socialization, but also maybe learn something or be involved in a program or activity that is something that's of interest to you and of others, and you can enjoy them together.
Right. Well, as I listen to you speak, there clearly is a common theme to the services that you provide. It's all about keeping people in their homes and keeping them safe. Not only with the services that can be provided in home, but taking advantage, and I say this to folks in the town of Colonie as well, through our senior center and the 7 clubs in the town, take advantage of all the wellness activities that are available, the dining sites, the educational classes, the exercise classes. All of these programs will help to keep you socially connected and stimulated, and hopefully getting you that physical exercise that's so important to aging well. So so much of what we do is common, and the same programs that we're trying to always get the word out to seniors to take advantage of. It's a constant outreach effort, isn't it?
Oh, most definitely. Very much so. And like you, I think we have a very extensive volunteer program. We have a lot of volunteers that help make our programs a reality. I would say the thrust of them are involved with Meals on Wheels, the delivery program, and we have some volunteers out here in Colonie and Guilderland and Bethlehem that help us make that happen, because it's an extensive network, and there are so many people in such need that having the volunteers allows that to be a reality, if you will.
Absolutely. If you're delivering 1,000 meals a day, you really depend on your volunteers. Yeah. So it's good. Folks are interested in delivering home-delivered meals. I'm sure there's always available space for them.
Most
right?
definitely.
Well, that's good for our viewers to know. Let's talk a little bit about the Senior Expo. The Senior Expo that happens in the fall, but also we'll talk about Senior Idol after that.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Senior Expo is one of our top programs that we have as a special event throughout the year. It's held in Colonie, actually, and we've held it at Colonie Center Mall. Gosh, I would say at least 10 years. It's been very successful there, and as the mall's evolved, so has the Expo, because I know they've been doing a lot of enhancements to the physical location, the physical plant, and we work around that. They've added a lot of comfortable areas where people can sit, take a break. I can't believe it, but they actually added televisions and so forth. I mean, they've really gone the extra mile with making amenities nice. But the event itself is a health and informational fair. A great deal of the information is free from all of the different vendors who participate in the event. There were also health screenings. Last year, flu shots were a very big draw. There were a number of offerings for those shots, and we were able to offer it through some of the organizations that participated. And so we have health-related organizations like Albany Med, St. Peter's, Albany County Department of Health, who are involved, and they offer, balance testing, vision screening, blood pressure testing, and the flu shots, which again was extraordinary. It sometimes depends on what the need is, obviously, and this last year was had that particular need. But people can learn it, come there and get information about for themselves, for their loved ones, as a caregiver. They can learn about facilities in the community that might be able to lend some support to an assisted living facility, or banking needs, or you name it.
Well, there is a
There's
variety
full
of
spectrum.
information, and it's very, very flexible, and
Yes.
folks can come and go at their leisure, get what
Exactly.
information they're in. It's not a pressure sales type
No,
of
not
event
at all.
or
It's
anything
very
like that.
welcoming.
And there's wonderful entertainment too.
Yes, we do. Thank you for saying so. We have we try to incorporate a lot of our the talent of our older citizens in the program, and we have entertainment throughout the day. And actually, the Expo is held all day. It's usually from 10 to 4. Actually, 8 to 4, because we tried to start it out with an Ask the Doctor opportunity, and we have a meet and greet with several local medical professionals who share information and are there on a very comfortable level. You can ask them anything. We've had rheumatologists, cardiac specialists, several other bioethicists. We've had some really remarkable individuals who come and share their expertise for free. You can ask them practically anything health related as long as it's in their field, and they're happy to help. But we do that. We start the day off with that as a precursor to the day, and a lot of people take advantage of that, because how often do you get a chance to just sit down and ask your doc or ask a healthcare professional at that level of expertise very, very in-depth questions about your health, or questions that you've been pondering about certain disease and so forth. So it's been really helpful. But the day itself, again, you're absolutely correct. You can come and go at your leisure. We usually have, about 50 different organizations represented there from all over the Capital District that can help answer any question you can possibly come up with.
Well, seniors definitely know about it. I know it's a big draw in the town of Colonie, and I think it's important that caregivers learn about the day as well, and put it on their calendar, and try to stop by and get some information. I know after the Expo, our office always gets a lot of calls because people picked up information, or many of the vendors who are there will say to a senior, "Oh, you live in Colonie? Here's senior resources. Give them a call. They can help you. They can help you with this." So we find it just a great event. And as we talked a little bit about the terrific entertainment, that really leads us into Senior Idol, which is really the reason why I was excited to have you come on to the show today, because it is such a wonderful event. If you could give me a little bit of the history of the Senior Idol program and when it's held, and what we can look forward to this year.
Absolutely. Senior Idol, this will be our 5th year that we're offering it, and it all began kind of on a whim. We've always known that we had internally, even at our centers, a number of very talented individuals who happen to be older adults who could sing, dance, recite poetry, lengthy poetry off the top of their head. Very interesting and different. And about that time is when American Idol became extremely popular, and we were all saying, "Gosh, you don't have to be a certain age to be able to present your talents, So we thought, well, let's give it a try, and we started it out as a part of one of our dinner programs, and kind of threw it out to our regulars at the center if anybody might be interested, or knew somebody that liked to sing and had a talent. And we got an immediate response of several terrific people, and everyone loved it. All the seniors loved it, and it became kind of a dinner theater type of event. The first year, just seriously, on a whim, we threw it out there and gave it a try, and we had 100 people come.
Wow.
And it's just grown exponentially since then. In fact, it got to a point that we couldn't hold it at the Louise Corning Center anymore because it was just too popular. Our capacity was limited by fire code, and we found we had waiting lists of almost 100 individuals just to come to see the show and to enjoy it.
Great.
And the more we put out we actually put out for auditions, because we had so many people respond to us and ask if they could be a part of it, or they knew somebody that wanted to try out, and how do they do it. So we kind of formalized it a little bit more. And last year we actually took it to one of our middle schools in the Albany area. It's the Stephen and Harriet Myers Middle School. It's right off Whitehall Road. And the reason we went there is because it's a newer facility in the school district, and it's very easy to get in and out of there, and they have a gorgeous state-of-the-art auditorium that can seat about 600 people, that has the most recent technology and so on and so forth. It's just a wonderful venue for that type of thing. So it's not a dinner theater anymore, but it certainly is a theater, and it's a variety show. Unlike Idol, it's not a competition. We don't whittle it down to the last standing person. And the reason being is all of them were wonderful. And we threw it out to them the first couple of years. Do you want to have it be a competition? And all of them to a person said, we just really like to perform. We really enjoy performing, and we're so thrilled to be able to share it despite our age, that's good enough. So what we've tried to enhance and offer some amenities to them as a thank you. We have a special cast party, and we've been able to get a couple of sponsors to do some nice little things to help thank them for their time and their energy. But last year alone, I think we had 14 acts, and it ranges from individuals who do solos, duets, people that are musicians, people that sing, people that tap dance, tell poetry, you name it. Honest to God, we accept any and all entertainment. We've had ventriloquists, we've had, impersonators. It's a lot of fun.
Oh,
it's a lot of fun. It is. And actually we have auditions coming up shortly. And we encourage people to contact us so that we can get them in for an audition slot. And we're doing those. We're going to be holding them at the Louise Corning Center March 16th, 17th, and 18th. But if those time frames don't work for people and they really want to put their best foot forward and audition, they need to just give us a call, and we will certainly set up another time for them. But we're trying to get people within that time frame if at all possible. But we have judges who, because we have so many auditions usually, we have judges who do whittle that group down to a mixed offering for the community at large. And the event itself, we're firming up the date with the school district right now, but it'll be the second week of June. Not sure of the date. The date will be forthcoming shortly.
Well, we can share that information
Absolutely.
when you know it with your
please.
our viewers. Yeah.
Please. But,
so when folks try out, when they audition, there's no guarantees necessarily that they'll be on the show.
No. I mean, last year we had 40 different auditions, and some of them were large groups of people. Some of them, it was a real mix. And we definitely tried to take a fair. It's a hard process.
I'm sure
it's tough to choose. It really is.
I'm sure it is.
But we try to have as many impartial judges as possible to help lend their thoughts and
to have a diverse show.
Exactly. But and we always do. And we always do. And just when we think we've tapped into the talents of these folks, we never. And we think it's done with, and there'll be nothing new. We're shocked. We're shocked and surprised and amazed by the tremendous talents out there. There are some really wonderful performers.
Well, I'll tell you, they're inspirational. I've had some seniors that have been involved, that I've helped, have been involved in Senior Idol and have so enjoyed it. And they're wonderful role models for folks our age and younger to see how well you can really age if you stay active, stay connected with your community, utilize all these wonderful community resources that are out there. No sense in sitting home. There's no reason to. There's just too much out there. There's too much to do.
Age is not going to stop you, and it shouldn't.
Exactly. And that's evident with the Senior Idol.
Oh, absolutely. And it was wonderful last year because one of the groups had a group of folks in it, a group of individuals in it, that ranged from 60 to 97.
Wow.
And that is remarkable. And it doesn't matter. They're inspirational. They're wonderful. And it's such a joy to be able to bring that to the community.
I know in our work, the work that you and I do every day, it's nice to be able to shift gears a little bit and do something that's just totally fun.
It is.
And that's what this program is, definitely.
It is. Absolutely.
Definitely.
So thank you.
Well, if seniors want more information on not only the Senior Idol, but also some of your other services, is there contact information? I know we can put something up on the screen at the end of the show, but is there a phone number that you'd like to give out?
Oh, absolutely. To call about our basic services and opportunities, it's 465-3322. If they want to call Meals on Wheels directly, that's 465-6465.
Okay.
Just a little bit different.
Yeah, but if you called either number, you'll probably get...
Absolutely. Or they can go on our website, seniorservicesofolbany.com, and all of that information is on our site as well.
Well, thank you, Jane. Before we wrap up, is there anything else that you would like to share about any of your services or programs?
Wow. Well, we're thrilled to be able to offer such diverse opportunities to the community for the seniors and their caregivers. Our signature event, we have another signature event Actually, a couple. And just to say, in August we have our Trevor's wine tasting, and that supports the Meals on Wheels program. And this will be our 12th year, and it's held up in Saratoga, so we're looking forward to that. So stay tuned.
Okay.
As well as our Third Age Awards. And that's celebrating, again, it's a lot like Idol. It's celebrating people who are still actively engaged in our community in various capacities and giving back to our community in various capacities, education, health, physical fitness. There's a variety, and that's going to be in November.
Right. That's a wonderful opportunity to honor
It
folks
is.
that definitely should be honored and
Almost.
recognized for lifetime achievements.
Exactly.
Wow. Thank you so much for being with me today, Jane. This was good information, and we'll post the information on how seniors or their loved ones can contact your organization. But thank you for joining me today.
Terrific, and thank you for having me.
Oh, my pleasure. Thank you for joining me on another show, the Senior Resources Show. Please feel free to contact my office at 459-5051. If I can provide you with any other information or assistance, I'm glad to do it. Have a nice day.
Welcome to Channel 17, the Town of Colonie Government Channel.